Hey guys, so for today's video, I am super duper excited because I'm actually going to be trying out a bunch of super duper affordable makeup brands that I haven't even heard of. Like, these are pretty unknown, I would say. I mean, maybe you've seen them once or twice here and there in the aisles of like Winners and stuff, which is where I actually purchased all these. I don't know the actual retail price of these because I purchased them at Winners. You can find them at Marshalls and stuff like that if you're in the US, so Marshalls, TJ Maxx, whatever it's called. All of these products were under $10, so super cheap. And I say cheap with quotations because I don't mean that they're gonna be like cheap as in bad. I just mean they're super cheap. They're super affordable. They're under like $10. I think only one item is $12.99. So I'm really excited. I just thought it would be a super cool video to be able to try new brands and products that you don't really see in Sephora or your drugstore. It's pretty cool to just try out different set of brands, right? So I thought you guys would enjoy this video. I actually got this idea from that girl Shay XO. If you guys don't follow her, you definitely need to. She has a YouTube channel. I follow her on YouTube, Snapchat. I think she seems like such a genuine girl. I'm obsessed with her. I love her spirit. So I follow her on Snapchat and everything. So credits to her. I saw her video and got the idea. So I'm really excited. I have some cool products to try. Like, I was at Winners and me and my sister saw this and we're like, what? It's marble. Like, hello. So I had to pick it up, of course. It's like a highlight palette. There's a bunch of different brands here. Also, I want to mention, I don't have a product for every single step of makeup. I'm missing foundation, concealer, primer, powder. So that's why you see I already have my foundation on, which I am wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear just because it's my holy grail. So I figured if I'm gonna be trying new products, I wanna make sure I know I have a base on that I already love. So primed my face, foundation's on. I wanna go ahead and use some concealer. Again, concealer I know that I love, so I can test out this new beauty blender. So I went ahead and picked up this little guy because I thought it'd be kind of cool to test out some tools too with the makeup. So this is from the brand Brushworks, which again, never heard of. This is the HD Complete Complexion. I'm trying to read it in the mirror, so it's like reversed. The Complete Complexion and Makeup Kit. So you pretty much get this sponge, which is super big. It doesn't seem, you guys know I'm super picky with sponges, so I don't know if this is gonna be like not a fair review, but you know me, I'm just so picky with sponges. I guess that's a good thing at the same time, but anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this out underneath the eye first. One thing I can say is it's super chubby. So the point isn't that pointed. Like, I wish it was slimmer, like you take away this chubbiness on the side here so that I can get this point, but I might just have to like kind of like squeeze it like this. So it's doing a good job at blending. It's just not as bouncy as I would like, which is the problem that I normally have when trying most sponges. You know, just like a little bit hard. Like, I don't know if I would really, I mean, I probably could get a good blend out of this, but probably just wouldn't be like my go-to. So the first product we're gonna test out is this little guy that I found. This is from the brand Bisou Beauty. It looked pretty cool, so I was like, I need to get that. This is the Premium Face Collection palette in the shade Medium, and this is how it looks. So it's pretty much, you just get your matte highlight, contour, blush, and a shimmery highlight, which I've already swatched these. The pigment is so good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some on my favorite brush. Let's see how this works. Ooh, definitely nice and pigmented, and I like the smell of it. I know that's weird, but I'm a smeller. Like, I smell everything, like everything. But that actually really set the under eye so nicely. I don't know if you guys can see. It doesn't look overly dry or anything, or overly cakey, and it brightened it very nicely. Like, a lot of the times yellow under eye powders will be too yellow and like not light enough. So I just went ahead and set my face so that there wasn't any stickiness or anything like that. I am so excited for this, you guys. Like, when I saw this, I was like, yes, please. You guys know I'm obsessed with warm bronzers and bronzing products, like even cream ones lately. And when I saw this, I was like, yeah, like I'll take 5 of those, please. I'm completely obsessed with all of these warm tones right here. Like, normally bronzer and contouring palettes, like a lot of companies just make them so cool tone, and I hate it. Like, I like the warmth. I want to look bronzed and sun-kissed, so I love like how warm this is. I don't even know what shade to use. I feel like just like mixing all of them because it's so nice. But this is from the brand ProArtist. by Style Essentials, and this is their bronzer palette. So I think the shades that call out to me the most are these two. So this is the one from the top row, and then this is the one from the bottom row. So I think I might use the bottom row one just because it has a little bit more of a tanness to it, whereas this one's a bit more orangey, but both of them are like screaming to me. I'm always afraid when trying a new bronzer because I can be a bit picky. I want it to blend nicely and look super smooth and not be patchy. So let's see, I just went ahead and put a light layer because sometimes, you know, bronzers can be super pigmented. So just put a little bit on this bronzer brush. This is my favorite bronzer brush. I always get questions from you guys on what product I'm using. This is what brush I'm using. This is the Sigma Duo Fiber F50. Favorite bronzer brush of life. So let's go ahead. I'm so nervous. I get so nervous for like bronzer products. I don't know why, because I'm like super picky. I don't know why I'm nervous because my sister actually bought this same palette and she tried it out already. I obviously was waiting for this video, but she tried it out already and she said it was so nice. Oh my God. Do you guys see how well that blended? Like, am I dreaming? And I think this palette was $8.99. Like, are you kidding me? And there's even a nice contour shade in here. Oh my God, I'm like gonna die. I'm not kidding you guys. This might go in my everyday makeup drawer. And I might like wear this every freaking day. And what I love is when I'm pale, there's actually some nice shades in here too for when, you know, I'm not as tan. And what I love about it being like a total palette is if one shade is a little bit too warm for you, you can kind of cool it down with this shade right here. And then if this shade's a little bit too cool, you can warm it up with a little bit of this. You can just have fun like mixing. So for blush, I have another ProArtist palette from Style Essentials. Look at all these beautiful blushes up here. Let's take a little bit of this. Okay, so not totally pigmented, which I'm fine with. So that's how much I got. And then I'm gonna mix some of this. Yeah, so definitely not like totally pigmented. I'm just gonna grab like a good amount. Pretty. I'm not totally in love because it's not totally super pigmented, but it's pretty. This is from the brand Profusion. This is their strobe palette, the reflective highlighting powders. So when I swatch these, they seem nice, but they do seem a bit drier of a formula than the other palette I just showed you guys. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like inside. So I think what I actually am gonna do is mix these two shades just because I'm afraid that this last one here will be a bit too deep. Oh, really pretty. So not super intense, but not dry either. They just have like this light little reflective, like super natural glowy look. But I think for my nose highlight, we're gonna use this guy just because I wanna be able to test out both highlights. Oh yeah. This one is definitely a little more intense on the face. Yeah. More intense on the face than the other one, and it has more of a golden undertone. I might have to actually mix a little bit of the other one just so that it doesn't look weird, like I'm wearing totally two different highlights. So now we're gonna move on to the brows. I found this really cool kind of like kit. It's called #brows_on_point. And this was $6.99. And this brand, by the way, Profusion, is cruelty free. An eyebrow gel, an eyebrow pencil, and an eyebrow powder. So I will probably, let's see, probably I'll use the powder. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the powder because pencils like this typically, like just these like, you know, standard pencils tend to be a bit harsh. I don't know, I think I'm gonna dig the powder today. Oh, it also comes with a cool tweezer or a little brow brush. And what is this? A stencil kit. So I'm gonna take the brush, I'm gonna take the powder, which I feel like gives a good variety of shades. And I'm gonna take the clear brow gel and we're gonna use those. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take this brow brush, which, oh no, I probably won't be able to use this, to be honest, you guys, to apply the powder. It's super rough. I'm gonna use the spoolie, which the spoolie is actually a nice quality, which is good. So I'm just gonna use my regular brow brush today, and I'm gonna take this little mini palette. I'm gonna definitely use this deeper shade, of course. Oh, pigmented. But not overly pigmented, like you could just use a light hand. Really nice, like blends out very nicely and just like applies nice. Like it doesn't apply chunky or too overly pigmented to where you can't really blend it out good. And now let's test out the brow gel. So it just says Profusion on it and it just seems completely clear. And the spoolie is nice, it's not overly large. Kind of reminds me of the Anastasia brow gel. So my eyelids are already primed with some concealer, and I went ahead and set it with that same under eye setting powder. So now we're gonna move on to the eyes. This is the same palette that we used for the blush, but I also got another cool little eyeshadow palette, which I'm totally in love with. This is by the brand W7. Yeah, so W7, and this is the Toasted Eyeshadow Palette. I love these colors, like such pretty kind of bronzy shades. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is take this beautiful warm orange shade right here, and I am just going to take that right into the crease. These actually blend really nice as eyeshadows too. I mean, I'm not shocked. They blended really nice on the face, so I don't see why they wouldn't on the eyes, but they do just work really well too as on the eyes. So next I'm going to take a color that's just a little bit cooler, which is this one right here. And I'm just gonna put that right in the crease just to give some extra definition. So I think what I'm gonna do is take this beautiful color all over the lid. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks very naturally pretty. Like a very beautiful, soft, natural, pretty sparkle. And there's definitely some sparkles in there. And there wasn't very much fallout. So my camera shut off, and I don't know when it shut off, but I just went ahead and applied the deepest color in the contour palette really close to the lash line just to give some definition. And that way it kind of smoked it out. But now we're moving on to mascara. So for mascara, I found this really cool one. This is from the brand BC, which stands for Beauty Concepts. And this is the Full and Sassy Volume Boosting Mascara with really pretty packaging. I love the black and gold. And I just opened it this morning to look at the wand, and I thought, what a cool wand. So first, it's super flexible. I don't know if you guys can see. And then it has this super cool shape to it where it kind of goes very wide in the center and then tapered to the ends. I'm really hoping I like this mascara and that it doesn't flake, because the problem that I always get with mascaras is that they flake throughout the day. So I'm really hoping I like this. And this was super cheap too. I think this was like $3.99. So it gives you super like fluttery and like wispy lashes. Like, I don't know if you see it. It just looks super like fluttery, wispy, which I really like. Because I feel like with that second coat, it gave me even more fluttery and even more wispy lashes. Do you guys see that? So I'm probably going to go ahead and apply some falsies at the end of this video, but I figured let's just go ahead and do the lips now so we can see how the whole looks without the falsies. So I have this super cool like kit that I found. This is the 3 of a kind warm neutrals by the brand City Color. But City Color, I've heard of them. They actually sent me a PR package once. Anyways, I have heard of this brand, but it is definitely more on the unknown side. So this is the 3 of a kind warm neutrals 3-piece lip liner, lip cream, and matte lipstick set. I don't know if this color will match with this eye look, but I'm gonna go ahead and test out the lip liner and see how I like it. Actually, a really pretty color. It's a little bit of this like peachy pinky warm shade. Super pigmented. Super creamy, and it applies really nice. It's actually so creamy that I can rub my lips together, which is really nice. So there's actually the lipstick right here, which they seem to all be pretty much the exact same color. I don't think I'm gonna use the lipstick. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the lip cream. So it's like a cream, like a fluffy whipped texture. Feels really good. Like super soft and smooth, like velvety and very silky. So I'm gonna go ahead and head off camera just to add on some falsies, and I will be right back. So that is it for this makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was super fun. I had a lot of fun like testing out different makeup brands that I haven't really heard of or ever really used. So hopefully, ooh, got lipstick on my teeth. All in all, I would definitely say my favorite products ever is probably the bronzer palette. Like I feel like I'm probably gonna use that all the time now. I really like that little eyeshadow palette too, but honestly, oh, the eyeshadow, the highlighter too. Like all of these products I was really pleased with. Surprisingly, the only one that was a little bit of a miss was the sponge, but I'm not surprised by that because I'm really picky with sponges. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoy this, maybe I'll do more of these and just buy more of these products when I hit up Winners or Marshalls or anything. So like, thumbs up, and I will do more of these if you guys want me to. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.